Bungie was back this week with their This Week at Bungie update, giving us all the latest news from Destiny 2. And this week they're talking about changes coming to Witch Queen, including some artifact changes as well as orb generation changes too. And that has the Destiny community all riled up. Well, we all had a nice break over the holidays, but we are definitely back into the swing of things. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Well, also, it was Hippie's first This Week at Bungie update this week, and she is the new community manager at Bungie, so a big shout out to her. Well, let's go over to This Week at Bungie, and they say, so we're back, baby. TWAB is alive and well, and we're excited for what's next with the upcoming launch of the Witch Queen. So just one more month to go before we learn more about Savathun's influence, what that means for Guardians and our beloved Osiris, in addition to some nifty additions to gameplay, such as crafting and pokey glaive goodness. So while we do want to share some news with our players, we also want to keep some secrets, because there's a few unique surprises on the way that we want you to experience for yourselves. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate the latest trailer for the Witch Queen that showcased Savathun's throne world? I don't know about you, but I'm still screaming in excitement, and the entire team here at Bungie can't wait to see your reactions as to what's next. So what I'm going to do is play the latest trailer for the Witch Queen and Savathun's throne world at the end of the video, so if you missed out, definitely stick around to look at that trailer. Well, first of all, today we've got the artifact mods update. So artifact mods, they've been a huge talking point in our community, and with the next season we're making a few changes that will bring back some popular anti-champion mods, whilst also making some tweaks to the way we masterwork our armour. So here's a rundown from the team on what players can look forward to in Season 16. So the team say one of the consistent pieces of feedback that we've been wanting to act on for a while involves unlocking the artifact mods. So starting in Season 16, players will no longer be limited to the number of artifact mods that they can unlock. And this means that players could feasibly unlock all 25 artifact mods by the end of the season. And while we've made some small adjustments to the amount of XP required to unlock artifact mods, 1 to 12 in general, and the pace of unlocking these first 12 artifact mods should be close to what we've seen in Season 15's artifact. For each unlock after the 12th, increased XP will be required for the next artifact mod unlock, so the choice of which order to unlock mod still requires some decision making. And if you change your mind, well, you can still reset your artifact and make your picks again. When it comes to artifact mods themselves, we are bringing back a few perennial favourite anti-champion mods, including anti-barrier scout rifle and bows, and have also done some work to making disrupting an overload champion, which can be done this season with auto rifles and SMGs, more reliable than in previous seasons. We're also going to be highlighting the new glaive weapon archetype coming with the Witch Queen through a variety of artifact mods, including an option to make your glaive the solution to unstoppable champions, and we have a few new artifact mods that will enhance some of the new weapon perks. To take a little bit of pressure off your vault space, we're also making some adjustments to the way that masterwork armors work. So starting with the launch of the Witch Queen, you can change the energy type of a fully masterwork piece of armor for a much reduced cost. A fully masterwork piece of legendary armor can be changed to another energy type for the cost of 10,000 glimmer and 1 upgrade module, while a fully masterwork piece of exotic armor can be changed to another energy type for the cost of 20,000 glimmer and 1 upgrade module. And the cost for changing a piece of armor's energy before it's fully masterworked remains unchanged. Closing out, we are also making a change to the way Guardians create orbs of power with weapons. So elements of the new weapon crafting system will encourage you to use many different weapons and ask you to burn hard-earned masterwork materials on a weapon that you may only be using for a few hours just to generate orbs, and that seemed like a tall order. So this, combined with our desire to act on consistent feedback from the players, we want to be able to generate orbs of power with exotic weapons that do not yet have catalysts, led us to the implementation that we're going to be using in the Witch Queen and beyond. So orb generation on weapon multi-kills will no longer be a function of a weapon's masterwork status, but will instead be provided by a suite of armor mods, and they are unlocked automatically for all players, and that will plug into the helmet armor mod socket. Each such mod will apply the orb generation effect to all weapons that you've got equipped of a particular damage type. So a single mod will cover multiple weapons in your arsenal if they share a damage type, and that also applies to a weapon that changes damage types like hard light or kinetic weapons with osmosis. So we're going to continue to create exciting exotic catalysts over the next few seasons, But in the meantime, you'll be able to generate orbs with Cloudstrike, Thorn, Thunderlord, Taraba, and any other weapon in the game. Well, really interesting changes there, especially the changes to orb generation. I'd love to hear what you think about that change down there in the comments. Well, next up, we got the 30th anniversary content, so will they or won't they? Has been a major question surrounding the 30th anniversary event. We've got game shows, we've got a weird sarcastic horse made of stardust and puns, and we have a dungeon that will make you laugh and scream at the same time. Because so many have been loving the new activities, a common concern is Dares of Eternity and other event goodies will be disappearing before we say goodbye to Season 15. Well, fret not, young horse whisperer, because the 30th anniversary content, both free and paid, will not be placed in the Destiny content vault with the launch of the Witch Queen. We'll have another update about this later on in the year, but expect to enjoy the Zur-led adventures throughout 2022. Well, next up, we got the player support report, and our player support team is comprised of superheroes. Well, they work passionately to ensure the integrity of the game, track the issues found by our amazing players, and create incredible guides to provide Guardians with the info that they want to know. Well, first up, we got colorblind modes, who are currently investigating issues with colours becoming harder to distinguish across multiple colorblind modes after 3.4.0.2. Next up, we got Steam negative silver balances. So the issue resulting in players on Steam being incorrectly shown large negative silver balances and negative silver purchase history has been resolved. So players who encountered this issue should log out and log back in to see their silver balances correctly updated. Well, next up, we got hotfix 3.4.0.2 resolved issues. So this week, the hotfix 3.4.0.2 was released to the world, and this hotfix resolved several issues, including the Xenology quest from Zur can now be recovered if deleted, and the Challengers Proving 5 now successfully unlocks after players completing the Challengers Proving 4. Next up, we got the Twitch extension resolved issues. So with the release of the latest hotfix, we've additionally resolved the following issues with the Destiny 2 Twitch extension bounties. So the Dreiskist emblem will now appear in collections, and the Watcher's Shade shader will now be granted upon completion of the gift sub bounty. And players who completed the gift sub bounty after the launch of the 30th anniversary pack, but did not receive the Watcher's Shade shader, will now be able to acquire the shader from Amanda Holiday in a future update. So there are some known issues as well, and while we continue to investigate the various known issues, here is a list of the latest issues that were reported to us on the help forum. So we're currently investigating an increase in Marma errors, and we're investigating reports that the Wicked Overgrowth shader didn't unlock in collections for some players after the 3.4.0.2 fix. And for a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can review our known issues article, and players who observe other issues should report them to the help forum. Well, let me know in the comments what you think of the latest news, including the artifact changes and also the changes to orb generation. I know a lot of people have been upset in the community, and I'd love to hear what you think. Well, that is it for the latest Destiny 2 news from This Week at Bungie this week. And as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video, it really helped me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again. I'll see you soon.
Guardian? Guardian, do you read me?
We're here, Ikora. What is this place?
We're in the domain of the god of cunning. Things are never what they seem. Be careful.
Tell me, O honored guest. Don't you want to escape? This throne world is indistinguishable from my own mind, Guardian. Every step taken, every bullet fired, I keep and count them all. It's not too late to turn around.